Man, I don't know why I keep getting recommended videos about Medabots. I knew what Medabots was back in the day. I didn't watch it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I don't know. Let's learn about Medabots. Explained in 15 minutes. Am I subscribed? Oh, I'm already subscribed to this guy. Maybe that's why. Maybe he made a bunch of videos about Medabots recently. Also, Jordan Fringe.
Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, we are diving into a beloved early 2000s anime classic whose English dub got shuffled all over the place. Medabots.
Oh boy. You hate to see that, man, or hear it.
Medabots was the first main anime in the Medabots franchise, often combined with
There's a whole franchise?
Medabots spirits
I had no idea.
in the West. We'll get into the history about this show a little later, but before we get any further, make sure to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss any updates. Now, without further ado, let's get it.
Let's go. This is a cool intro, gotta say. Digging it.
Medabots, known as Medarot in Japan, premiered on TV Tokyo on July 2nd, 1999, and ran until June 30th, 2000. In North America, Nelvana's English dub came out
in the anime realm back then. That was quite long, though.
In fall 2001 on Fox Kids, and the network immediately began.
That's what I remember it from, was Fox Kids. I used to watch Fox Kids all the time, but somehow I missed this. I maybe watched a couple episodes, I just don't remember.
Juggling episodes around. Comedy-heavy stories were pushed forward to hook younger viewers.
I remember that. I remember this.
Several two-parters were split up, and a handful of quieter character episodes were held until late season or skipped in some regions altogether. Overseas, it got even messier. Australia's Network 10 received a nearly chronological feed, while the UK's Sci TV aired the dub in an order close to the Japanese list, but got rid of 4 episodes completely.
Why?
Set in the near future, where kids.
Why do dubs always do this shit back then? They still do it now sometimes, but like back then, it was always messy with the dubs.
Customized palm-sized metals and titanium tin pets into full-scaling robots, Medabots was crafted first and foremost to spotlight Bandai.
I remember the old man.
Tomi's toy line and Natsume's Game Boy.
Always got to sell them toys. That's what they were really focused on.
RPGs. Some critics felt the anime's tournament focus and slapstick dub edits spoiled the franchise's original sci-fi mystery elements. Unlike other iconic shonen, Medabots was not based on any manga, but originated as a 1997 Game Boy title.
I had no idea. I might have to check that game out if it was good enough to get like a sequel anime or an adaptation, whatever you want to call it.
TV series launched 2 years later alongside a manga. The first season of Medabots, consisting of 26
like Pokemon, didn't that happen with Pokemon? Was Pokemon a manga first? Was it a manga or was it the game first? I don't know.
Episodes. So
I know it wasn't an anime.
One day, an injured scientist daggers from a burning car, clutching a silvery briefcase that hides a one-of-a-kind beetle medal. The criminal Rubber Robo gang steals the case, but the flamboyant Phantom Renegade swoops in, snatches the medal, and escapes, only to fumble it into the river where it sinks out of sight. The medal drifts downstream until
I somewhat remember that. I maybe have watched the first few episodes.
Till a daydreaming 7th grader named Ikki Tenryo, only student at Riverview Junior High,
I remember her too.
A Medabot, notices a shiny glimpse beneath the bridge.
But that might have just been from like commercials and stuff.
Fishes it out from the water. Unable to afford the sleek new models at Henry's convenience store showroom, Ikki empties his allowance on a discounted, outdated KBT type tin pet and inserts the beetle medal. The battered robot, Medabee.
I remember all of this. I totally did watch the first couple episodes, maybe first few.
Needs coaxing
like
to boot
years
up,
ago.
but together they dash to rescue Ikki's fearless friend Erica from a trio of rocker thieves. Medabee finally roars to life, trouncing the bandits' machines, and instantly proves as stubborn as his new owner. The victory catapults Ikki and Medabee into schoolyard stardom, earning them challenges from every corner, including Samantha's Screws gang and her lightning-fast Pepper Cat. Yeah,
oh man, it definitely has some Pokemon vibes going.
Bicker constantly. Medabee obeys Ikki's mother more readily than Ikki himself, shoots up the schoolyard when teased, and nearly gets expelled for sneaking onto campus. Their fights climax during a student council showdown. Mid-battle, Ikki discovers his Medawatch is empty because Medabee wandered off with the medal. A desperate chase ends with Henry capturing
I remember
the
this
rogue
too.
robot in a net.
Holy
and
shit.
Ikki learning
the memories, the nostalgia. I'm gonna have to check this out.
that the odd beetle medal might explain
How many
his
episodes
temper.
is it?
Reunited, the partners combine Ikki's quick
If it's not very many episodes, I might check it out on this channel.
thinking and Medabee's firepower to douse Peppercat with fountain water and claim their first official row battle part. While Ikki wrestles with homework and parents, his strict PE teacher, Coach Mountain, condemns kids who row battle rather than exercise. Fate then forces Ikki, Samantha, and the Screws through the coach's brutal obstacle course after they all flunk a test. Investigating the hypocritical coach, the kids discover that he secretly owns a Medabot and just lost a row battle to a gangster who wants a vacant lot that Mountain hopes to convert into a playground.
I don't remember
Ikki's
this.
empathy trumps his resentment, and Medabee defeats the thug Salamander and wins the field for the whole neighborhood. Their next adventure leads Ikki, Erica, and a starstruck Screws posse into Rosewood Private School, rumored to house an undefeated, legendary metafighter. Navigating gilded gates, hidden traps, and a sprawling campus the size of a small
Man,
town.
I don't know how I didn't watch this. I don't know how I missed this when I was a kid. It totally seems like something I would have loved as a kid, and I would have taken with me throughout my entire life. Man, that sucks whenever you see stuff like this, and you're like, how did I miss this? This would have been perfect.
They meet the gentle Karen, a girl who bandages Ikki's scrapes and humbly cleans classrooms despite wearing an elite uniform. Karen's childhood friend, Koji, wields the fearsome sword-armed Sumilodon and jealously challenges Ikki.
I remember that thing probably from commercials, because I think this, after the Coach Guy episode, maybe the Coach Guy episode, I didn't watch that either. I don't think I've watched it beyond that. So anything else is probably from commercials.
The moment he sees Karen's handkerchief tied around his wrist. Their duel is interrupted, however, when a tunnel-digging Eddie kidnaps Karen to lure out the legend, only for Karen herself to reveal she is the undefeated metafighter.
I remember that
the
thing,
healing
that thing
Neutroners.
though.
And after this,
Maybe I
Koji
did.
and
Fuck,
Ikki
I don't
vow
know.
to finish their match another day. Skipping ahead, summer break brings the gang to the coast, where Metabee despairs that he
Every anime has to have a beach episode.
can't swim. 3 pranksters and shark-like Medabots bully tourists with fake sea monster sightings.
I remember
and
this.
Metabee's seasickness costs him his legs in a watery loss. An old fisherman then lends tentaclam parts and drills Ikki and Metabee with harsh ocean training. Though Metabee never masters freestyle swimming, he learns buoyancy and repays the fisherman by beating the shark squad, reclaiming his legs and teaching the boy
I had Medabots toys, I think. Did they come apart? And you could, like, mix and match them?
to police litter rather than people. After this, back in town, an urban legend spreads of a gimme ghost that steals metals. When Koji's Sumilodon is robbed in the woods, Erica senses a scoop. The Phantom Renegade then crosses paths with Rokusho, a wandering stag beetle Medabot of noble bearing, while the Rubber Robo Gang disguise themselves as spirits to swipe metals. Ikki, aided by the masked thief he's supposed to distrust, rescues all the stolen cores and catches his first glimpse of Rokusho, disappearing into the trees. Yo, Rokusho was hard. I'm sorry to interrupt the video, but that man had the coldest swag, bro. You see that glossy silver
he looks like an alien.
Bro, pulling up with drip in his cloak out here. Bro,
it's good.
Talk to me about this.
Good design.
Drip. Later on, Spike,
really good design for a 90s kids anime that was based on a Game Boy game,
suffers 11 consecutive defeats and is expelled by Samantha. Hoping to save face, he challenges 3 preschoolers whose cuddly Churly Bear pulverizes his shooter-typed Cyan Dog. The mismatch caused by a close combat monkey medal lodged in a ranged body. Ikki diagnoses the incompatibility, loans Spike a crab claw part, and helps the pair notch their first win. Only for Spike's ego to reignite and Samantha to threaten to exile him once again. Skipping ahead, across the ocean, the World Row Battle Championship Finals plays on Ikki's TV. Spain's Red Matador falls to Kenya's War Bandit, whose sniper simply
I think I might have seen the entire show then, maybe. Just like in passing as a kid. Because I don't remember it enough that it was when I watched a little bit that I did last time. But I think I definitely did watch probably the entire thing as a kid. And I just completely forgot. Because I remember all of this. It's crazy. So I remember this whole like row battle thing that was going on with the Matador guy and his horn getting broken.
Tilts his scope a few degrees. Ikki studies the footage until Medabee breaks the screen in a channel surfing brawl, forfeiting both the broadcast and Ikki's allowance. Determined to polish Medabee before the citywide tournament, Ikki transfers the beetle medal into a spare display body. Misunderstanding the switch, Medabee thinks he's being replaced and storms off. The finals whittles competitors down until Medabee faces Koji's Sumilidon. Ignoring Ikki, Medabee relies on a glitchy Seeker missile and is smashed into junk by Sumilidon's hammer fist. Koji deems Ikki's incompetence the true defeat and grants a 24-hour rematch period. During the night, Squid Guts of the Rubber Robo Gang steals the beetle medal, deceiving Medabee into joining.
I remember that thing.
Ikki then infiltrates their lair, rescues the medal, and repairs Medabee for the rematch. With clever use of the missile disruptor's recoil, Medabee body checks Sumilidon and wins the battle. Later on, as autumn rain floods the town, the Rubber Robos rebuild their damaged homes in grotesque Rubber Roboland facades. Ikki and Medabee battle their Fox Uno to protect the Tenryo house. After this, the Phantom Renegade's museum heist is foiled by Paparazzo, Seamus Macraker, and his chameleon Multicolor, who accuses Ikki of being the Phantom after noticing identical forehead bandages. A chase then starts, which ends with Medabee's missiles exposing the real imposter and returning the thief's lost mask. Next, the PTA, led by the stern Mrs. Pimpley, moves to confiscate all school Medabots after the Rubber Robos crush her year's supply of anti-wrinkle cream. Student stage sit-ins and Samurai, the principal's bot, and Medabee spearhead the resistance. The Rubber Robos then crash the protest with guitar blasting Noctobats, but Rokusho negotiates a single champions duel.
So cool.
Medabee and Samurai stand firm against twin land motors and win by
remember
raw
those.
strength, proving to the parents that Medabots defend.
That's gonna be this whole video. Just gonna be me saying like, I don't remember this. Oh, I remember this. Yep, nope, not this one. Yep, this one though.
As well as destroy. It's at this point in the
6 more minutes
we
of
begin to focus on the mysterious Dr.
I'm just
Aki,
kidding.
the legendary inventor
I've got
of
some more
Medabots
things to say.
and Karen's uncle. He visits Ikki's home
I just
and is
don't know.
served tea by Ikki's
Eventually, I'll say some things.
starstruck mother. He offers mentorship,
things
but lessons consist of household chores until the Rubber Robos kidnap Karen's Nutrinurse, mistaking her for a rare prototype. Ikki, Koji, Spike, and Dr. Aki track them to a junkyard where Medabee breaks free from Spider's webs and wins, inspiring Dr. Aki to worry. Villains are hunting rare metals. Shortly after this, during a corporate tour, Sea Slug, now Mr. Tuna Head, masquerades as an employee, falls in love with Miss Caviar, and steals a hulking Belzelga intended to be her partner.
That thing's cool.
Medabee, Brass, and Nutrinurse pursue him to the roof, where Belzaga's brute force shatters Medabee's limbs.
I think that one's probably the coolest one so far. I really like the white and pink.
And topples the giant. Sea Slug,
And
heartbroken by a misunderstood date, flees.
Yeah, white, pink, and blue, they go good with each other. Especially a dark blue with a bright pink.
And Miss Caviar weeps that she liked him all along, foreshadowing the gang's self-defeating pettiness. Elsewhere, Rokusho, haunted by dreams beneath a healing tree, befriends a widowed gardener, but is ambushed.
Bro is basically Huey.
By the Rubber Robos, seeking rumored treasure. They torch the sacred tree, triggering Rokusho's first burst of the legendary Meta Force, an infinite surge unique to genuine rare metals that obliterates their flamethrower Saldron. The gang retaliates by luring Rokusho, Medabee,
Super Saiyan Medabots,
and Ikki into Dr. Aki's mansion, planting a Dr. Chip in Barton, the robot parrot that frames Aki for Professor Hushi's death. Rokusho, believing the lie, duels Medabee atop of a burning roof, unleashing the Metaforce again, then collapses. The Robo Emperor then arrives to claim his medal, but Ikki's fury awakens Medabee's own Metaforce, the Larval Beetle Medal, and the Larval Beetle Medal.
And I really like the design of this whole show. And like, it kind of reminds me of Jackie Chan Adventures a little bit. And I don't know if it's the medallion that's doing it for me.
Matures into full beetle shape as he blasts Robo Emperor to scrap, proving Medabee to house a rare metal as well. After this, word of Medabee's power travels nationwide. Mr. Referee publishes preliminary rankings, and the mysterious Space Metafighter X is first, Koji is second, and Ikki is third. Reporters then storm the Tenryo house, and Samantha tries to ride Ikki's fame, but Peppercat electroshocks Metabee in an ill-advised sparring match. Dragon Mask boxer Mr. Dragon then challenges Ikki by the river, and Spitfire's regenerating armor forces Ikki to deduce and blast.
And these Medabots, like every single one of them is just really cool, except for like 2 of them.
Preserving his third place spot. After this, something strange happens. Night after night, Metabee assaults local Medabots, except it isn't him. Rentaro, an excitable 4th grader with a KBT-type Kantaroth and hero worship for the Phantom Metafighter Henry, strolls into Hop Mart and deepens the confusion. The Rubber Robo Gang unveil 4 new Devil Medabots. White Sword, Gokudo, Sigaru, and Gobanko, led by Shrimp Lips. He trounces Ikki, Koji, and Rentaro, and simultaneously...
Is that because he's got a pacifier in his mouth and he reminds me of the dude from Yu Yu Hakusho? What is it, God?
Claiming Metabee's medal, until Space Metafighter X and his blazing Arc Beetle appear, smash the villains, and restore the precious core, then berate Ikki for wagering it in battle. Sometime after this,
I know I'm getting spoiled on it, but like, you can't beat that vibe. I'm gonna have to watch it anyway, because there's not much to this story. I'm not really gonna get spoiled on anything.
Dojo training incident that was actually another Rubber Robo trap, Ikki regains his confidence and eventually defeats Shrimp Lips and earns Space Metafighter X's praise.
Of course he does. He's got plot armor. He's a good guy.
Masters the meditative Shadow Sword, hoping to counter the Metaforce, while Ikki arms Metabee with multicolor stealth arm hidden beneath Rokusho's cape. In their rematch, Sumilidon swings into empty air and Metabee sidesteps him and wins, though celebration is cut short when Ikki's mom is kidnapped. Ikki, Koji, and a reluctant Shrimp Lips storm the Rubber Robo caves. Battles with mass-produced...
Now we're working with the enemy? Dude, this actually is so cool that like they put their differences aside, because there's just pretty much really just a Pokemon game, and then there's really bad things actually happening, and they're like, you know what, let's just go and get this person's mom, because at the end of the day, we're just children having fun, man. This is all a game.
Elzaga's wound Peppercat and Sumilidon, and Rokusho arrives to help, but Metabee is strapped to a siphon that broadcasts hypnotic waves. Every Medabot with a copy Beetle Metal turns on its owner worldwide. Erica hugs Brass, Rentaro punches Kantaroth, and Ikki's tears awaken Metabee, whose Metaforce overloads the transmitter and frees him.
Don't that happen to Pokemon?
The Rubber Robo Gang's leader finally reveals himself as Dr. Meta-Evil, a former disciple of Professor Hushi, who secretly implanted his consciousness into a cyborg body and into a sinister...
Is it called Mewtwo?
Evil metal. Betrayed even by his talking cat, Meta-Evil crams the metal...
Fucking talking cat like Mew?
...into Giganko, the giant emperor, and marches toward the Medabot Corporation. Metabee, Arc Beetle, and Rokusho combine Metaforces, yet only...
It's a kaiju!
...severed the giant Medabot's outer legs. The behemoth sprouts inner limbs and keeps advancing. Select Corp's tanks stall it long enough for Ikki to land on top of the
Megazord.
Armor. Remembering that all Medabots, even monsters, obey metals, he pries the evil metal from its core, halting it before it topples Dr. Aki's headquarters. Analysts later determined Meta-Evil learned to forge original devil metals instead of clones, a threat that for now still lurks in the shadows. Exhausted but triumphant, Ikki and Metabee lounge by the river, resigned to missing the World Row Battle Cup because their ranking period expired while saving humanity. Then, Mr. Referee sprints up breathless. Their duel against one of their earlier competitors, White Sword, counted, bumping them back to 3rd place at the last second. Reporters swarm again, Samantha claims credit as their master coach, and Henry whispers he'll give Ikki a discount. And that's the end of Season 1 of Medabots. If you love this video, don't forget to join the membership. Click below for custom badges.
Video. I am definitely gonna click like on this. I didn't know nothing. Oh, I already did. I didn't know nothing about Medabots. Now I know a little bit, I'm gonna watch it. I don't care. I'm gonna forget that this video ever even happened. I'm wiping it from my brain. There we go. I just know that Medabots is cool. I don't know nothing about the story. I actually don't even, like, I didn't take anything back from that except for the character designs. I don't know nothing about the story actually, except for maybe the part where the mother getting kidnapped. I'm gonna find out. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications. See you in the next one.